Welcome to the WN Weekly Podcast, a space for you to tune into the most exclusive interviews and the world's most relevant news. The United States stock market crash of 1929, also known as the Wall Street crash, marked the beginning of the worst economic downturn in history of the industrialized world, the Great Depression. The stagnation triggered a worldwide economic crisis, which resulted in shocking unemployment levels and drastic reduction of consumer spending and investment. Given the circumstances, diamond sales in the U.S. were at an all-time low. Sales have been decreasing throughout the last couple of decades before the Depression, since the gem was perceived by society as an extravagance for the wealthy. But the crisis had pushed them even lower. De Beers, an international corporation specialized in the mining, manufacturing, and trading of diamonds, desperately needed a strategy to create a multi-phase demand for this product that hadn't been widely marketed before. In 1938, the company hired an advertising agency called N.W. Ager, known for their extensive social research, so they could create a campaign that would help them survive. In 1947, Mary Frances Goretti came up with a four-word phrase that would emotionally link diamonds with eternal love and would become the most recognized slogan of the century. The campaign is currently cataloged as one of the most successful campaigns in history. Around this time, arranged marriages were coming to an end in the United States, and people were starting to marry for love. The determination of the Second World War and several other drastic changes in society led to an increasing woman labor force and an important evolution in the rights and recognition. I'll leave you now with Andrés Osorno, our host, and Mary Goretti, the mastermind behind the Beers campaign, A Diamond is Forever.
Thanks, Daniela, for that amazing introduction. Let's start with the person in charge of everything. It's my pleasure to present you the person behind all of this, Mary Goretti. Hi Mary, how are you? Nice to hear from you, and thanks for giving us the opportunity to make this interview.
Hi Andres, I'm really happy to be here with you. It's always a pleasure.
Hey Mary, let's start from the beginning. Can you tell us when and how the commercial relations with the company De Beers start?
Yes, in 1938, the company hired my advertising agency called NW, known for our extensive social research, so they could create a campaign that would help them survive. In 1947, I came up with a four-word phrase that would emotionally link diamonds with eternal love and would become the most recognized slogan of the century. This campaign is currently catalogued as one of the most successful campaigns in history.
Oh, that's nice. I'm sure you still have good relations with them. Now, can you tell us to whom is addressed this campaign, or tell us the people that have been touched by the campaign?
Obviously, the campaign was directly addressed to young American men that were thinking about getting married to the woman they loved, as they were the ones in charge of proposing. However, it was also important for the agency to persuade women into believing that diamond engagement rings were a synonym of romance and their size and quality the measure of a man's love. This would exert a greater pressure on men to acquire such items when proposing, in order to meet that growing social standard and conception, since couples were now getting married out of love, as a result of a family arrangement.
It must be great to witness the campaign boom. People were like hypnotized. I think that this information is confidential, but if you can answer to us, that would be great. We want to know the achievements that the campaign represents for De Beers.
Yes, I will tell you. So De Beers and my agency's initial intention with this campaign was to boost the sales of diamonds. Our plan was to create a situation where almost every person pleading marriage feels compelled to acquire a diamond engagement ring, as only 10% of the engagement rings at that time contained diamonds. We achieved that goal and so much more. One example is that between 1939 and 1979, the De Beers wholesale diamond sales in the United States increased from $23 million to $2.1 billion. So by 1941, their sales had increased by 55% in the country. The slogan was so successful that writers, filmmakers, singers started including in their works, and the company still uses it today. One important success was that by 1951, the tradition was established. 8 out of 10 brides in the United States received a diamond engagement ring. In 1999, Advertising Age named it the slogan of the century.
Oh, Mary, that sounds awesome. Can you tell me more about what represent the campaign for people and for De Beers?
Yes, the campaign was always focused on sealing the link between romance and diamonds, where an indestructible diamond would represent an indestructible love between people. The message states that diamonds are the one true gift of love, and no engagement is complete without one. For example, the De Beers commercials followed a very elegant and clear thread to their Shadows campaign. The slogan, "A diamond is forever," classic music in the background, black and white video with an in-love couple in places that are considered as symbols of wealth and status, where the only color through the video is a De Beers diamond.
Oh, Mary, you're such an intelligent person. And we have the last question, but it's not the least. Can you tell me how was the campaign developed step by step?
Yes, so we made interviews and surveys in order to decide the marketing strategy that company must follow. We decided that we must associate the diamond with love. The bigger the diamond, the bigger the love, creating a sense of emotional attachment to the diamond engagement ring. Then we made written press release where newspapers told stories about movie stars and society women that noted the size of the diamonds and pictures that focused on the ring that these important women were wearing. We centered our efforts on celebrities, showing famous engaged couples. On the advertising side, newspaper and magazine ads repeatedly showcased the timeless quality of diamonds.
That really sounds interesting. And Mary, what about the audiovisual material that you use for this campaign?
Yes, so when the success started, we aimed to reach a new level of consumer, making an audiovisual press release that contained beautiful advertising campaigns, commercials reinforcing the idea that a diamond is forever. Also, we generated stories and photos to highlight the relationship between diamonds and love, as well as we collaborated in films that present diamonds as favorable.
Oh, Mary, thanks again. You're such a kind person. And thanks for this amazing opportunity. Hope to see you again.
No, the pleasure is mine, Andres. Whenever you want, I would be here again.